Great. Okay, let's start. So before getting into the topics, let me introduce myself first. I'm Vidya. I have about 6 years of IT experience in data analytics, and I have 5 years of experience in teaching. I will work in one of the consultancy, which is in New York, USA. And here today, I'm going to explain you about a Tableau, right? So before that, let me know. Of course, there are many students here, but do you have like, are you from, is anyone from non-IT background? Please respond in chat. Okay. All right. And guys, you can just keep the message to everyone so that everyone can see your messages. Most of you are directly messaging to me. You can just change it to everyone. And yes, I can see, yes, most of you are from non-IT background also. So actually, along with the IT background, non-IT background candidates are also having equal importance in Tableau or in data analytics. Okay. So let's see what is Tableau. So basically, Tableau is it is a visualization tool. Okay, we can create reports or visualizations by using Tableau. So, okay, Sunil, that is fine then. If that is so, you can just send a message to me directly. That is fine. So, what is visualization? To understand about what is a visuals and the importance of visualization, let me just give you one example. Imagine I have given you a file which contains 4 pages of data, and just imagine there is one story in that in the form of paragraphs. Okay, and I gave you 3 minutes to understand the story. So now in that 3 minutes you need to read that 4 pages and try to understand the complete story, right? And suppose instead of pages I will show you one 3 minutes video. In that video the entire story will be present. So now tell me, to understand the story, which is easier for you, reading text pages or watching video? Let's keep this session interactive, guys. Please, respond to me in chats. So which one will be easy? Watching video, right? Correct. Obviously, watching video. Because human brains react to videos faster. We can understand easily and quickly by watching videos. Like we don't forget it easily also when we watch something visually, correct? So that is the importance of visuals or visualizations. Instead of reading some boring text or numbers, we can visualize everything in the form of graphs or charts to understand the data or to analyze any insights. Okay. Now let me show the same with some, with some screenshots. Before that, this is the basic definition of Tableau. Like it is a business intelligence application which allows the users to connect to respective data and visual and then visualize and create interactive dashboards. That means we need to connect to the data and then we can create some kind of charts. So you can see one picture here, right? This is a screenshot of Excel. Basically, this file contains, or this picture contains, employee details with employee name, employee number, and salary. Okay. So by seeing this data, if I ask you which employee is earning higher salary and which employee is earning lower salary, can you tell me in few seconds? No, right? Of course, you can tell me who is earning high, but you need some time to analyze the data, correct? Within seconds, you cannot answer. And here you can see only 37 rows. But what if we have 1,000 rows or millions of rows? It is impossible for us to analyze each and everything with our eyes, right? So instead of that, if I show you this picture, let me tell you, this is a screenshot of Tableau. This is called as bar chart. And this screenshot contains the same data of employees, okay? Here, the highest bar means highest salary. lowest bar in the sense lowest salary. So within few seconds, we can understand we have like 60,000 salary here, highest, and the employee name is Pavani and Sri. And the lowest salary is 10,000 for the employees Avan and Shubha. Right? Correct. We can easily identify. We can analyze the data very easily with the help of such graphs. Though we have many rows of data, though we have a lakhs of data or millions of data also, we can analyze it very easily. Okay. Thus is the importance of a Tableau. Now, generally, why anyone do the business? To earn some profits, right? So to earn proper profits, one need to understand their business deeply, correct? Like, is there a business is facing profits or losses? If they are facing any loss, what is the reason behind the loss? And what measures they should take to increase the profits like that, correct? First of all, they need to understand their business properly, and they need to conclude that by taking which kind of measures they can increase their profits, right? So here comes the picture of data visualization tools. Okay, by using these tools, we can create some reports by analyzing their business data and help them understand about the things like in which areas they need to concentrate to gain more profits. Okay, let me tell you the same with by taking one example. Like there is Swiggy, right? We all are familiar with the Swiggy. Suppose we are analyzing the usage of Swiggy in Hyderabad. Okay, we will collect the data first from Swiggy. I will first we need to collect last 6 months of data, and we will start analyzing the data. Okay, we can create some chats through that. In that, we can able to show them like in Hyderabad, in which areas the Swiggy is used more. Okay, and in which areas people are not using Swiggy much, like that. We can analyze, we can analyze the users of Swiggy via places in Hyderabad, by the users, by the places. Okay. And we can also analyze, we can also tell like on which restaurants users are ordering food frequently and on which restaurants we are not getting much orders like that. So that Swiggy can increase the price of items on restaurants from frequently ordering ones, and they can give some discounts on restaurants where the sales are less. Okay. By using the location, we can analyze, and at the same time, we can even analyze on which restaurants the sales are very low. On that particular restaurant, Swiggy can, analyze, and it can take any decision to either continue with that restaurant or not if it is completely low, or else, to reduce the items price or to give some discounts like that. Okay. And even we can analyze the users who are not at all using Swiggy. Many of people, they simply, they will install the app, but they won't use frequently, right? So even we can analyze that users who are not using Swiggy much, and so that they will keep on sending them notifications, and they will offer some discounts to tempt them to tempt the users to order, right? We will do the same, right? If we have much orders on any items, we will mostly prefer to order something, correct? Basically, humans react, or humans tends to the discounts, right? So in that way, by using Tableau or any visualization tool, yes, Sunil, we will do everything practically. But before that, let me explain you everything, at starting. But after 15 minutes, we will see everything practically. We'll create some chats. Don't worry about that. Okay. So yeah. So by using any visualization tools or by using Tableau, in this way we can help, we can increase the profits in our business, so that in every business, using a visualization tool or Tableau is that important. In every business, it is required. I can say that this is the only subject which is used in every domain. Like, it won't stick to any single domain. It is used, it may be banking, e-commerce, finance, electrical, pharmacy, everywhere this is useful. That is why Tableau developers are having this much of demand in the market, even in the recession time. Okay. So now let me tell you, there are many visualization tools in the market like Tableau, Power BI, ClickView. but mostly Tableau and Power BI are widely used BI tools. Okay. Not like that, Divya. It's not only about numbers. We can analyze the data. Basically, by using Tableau, we can analyze any kind of data. Like, if we create any chat, it's not like we are creating with the help of numbers only. We will have some textual data. We will have some, geographical data. We will have some date values. And all together only, by using all together only, we can analyze some charts. Okay. Sure, I'll show the example. Please wait. And let me know how many of you are having, having some basic knowledge on SQL. Please respond in chat. Okay. Okay. Great. So actually, we should know a little bit of SQL to learn Tableau. Okay, uh, like just basics of SQL is needed. But if you are really new to SQL, also if there is any student who don't have any idea on SQL, also we in Ashok IT along with the Tableau, we will learn SQLs. We will teach you SQL's server for you. We will teach some basics of SQL. Along with that, we will explain you how we will use SQL Server and how we will connect the SQL Server to the Tableau to analyze the reports. Okay. No need of any worries in that. For those students who already, already know the SQL, that is fine. But if you don't know also, no worries. We will learn SQL along with the Tableau. Like, only the basics of the SQL. And guys, many of you are asking me to show practically how we will create reports. Of course, we will do that. I will show you by creating few reports. But before that, before starting the usage of, just a second, guys. So before starting or before seeing how we will create it practically, I wanted you to know the importance of Tableau. After that, I will show you, how we will create the graphs practically. Okay. Don't worry about it. Just give me some time. Okay. And before that, just a sec. In Zoom chat, I just sent you a link that is a WhatsApp group link. You can join in that link for further updates on Tableau. Like, when we will start our courses and all, you can get all the updates from that in that group. I suggest you to join in that group. Okay. I just pasted the link in the chat box. You can just see from that. Just click in it and you can join in that group. Okay. So as I said, before seeing everything practically, let me just show you some of the features of Tableau very quickly. Okay. Let's discuss about the features of Tableau. But before that, let me tell you one more thing. see basically how it will work, how Tableau will work in a sense. Just imagine this is the, just imagine this is as a database. Okay, first of all, we need data to do any Tableau reports. To analyze anything, we need data, right? And data can be in any form. It can be in the form of Excel, it can be in the form of PDF, it can be in the form of text, and it can be in the form of any database. Okay, basically in real time, in real time industries, we will use databases only, right? Because we will deal with big data. So just imagine this as a database. Okay, as I said, we need a database or we need data to analyze the Tableau, right? Just imagine this is the Tableau. Okay, where we will create some reports. Okay. So we need to connect our database to the Tableau, right? Then only we can access the data and we can perform any, if we want, we can perform any calculations and we can create any graphs. And there will be a connection here, which is called as Tableau connections. There should be some connections, right, to connect the SQL to the Tableau. And the Tableau connections are of two types. One is a live connection and one is extract connection. Okay. So we have two connections. Mostly we will use live connection only. And we have another connection also called as extract connection. By this only, we will connect our data source to the Tableau so that we can get the data and we can analyze the reports. Okay. Let's see what is live connection and what is extract connection as well, detailing going forward. But for now, just try to remember that thing. Okay. And quickly, let me just tell you the features of Tableau. And after that, I will explain you what are the products available in the Tableau. And after that, I will show you everything practically. Okay. So why Tableau? As I said, there are many other visualization tools like Power BI as well, right? But why most of the companies are preferring using Tableau in the sense Tableau have some of the special features in it. The first one is that where is the link? Yeah, once again, I'll send you the link. I just paste the link once again in the chat box. You can just see. Let me send it to everyone. Sorry. Yeah, now you can see. Sorry, guys. I think I didn't check my settings. It just went to a single person. Now everyone can see it. Please click on that link and click on join to join in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So that you can get every updates in that group. All right, let's continue. So the first feature is robust security. Tableau provides high level of security to the data. That means to analyze something, companies needs to use their confidential data, right? In Tableau, they need to keep all their confidential data in the Tableau to, create some reports, right? But the data will be safe here. Tableau uses many security levels, and this is one of the reasons why companies are preferring to use a Tableau tool. Okay. And the second reason is collaboration and sharing. Suppose you created some Tableau reports in your project. After creating, you want to, share that report maybe to your manager or clients. Then how you will do that? There is one Tableau product called as a Tableau Online. Okay. We need to log into it. We need to create everyone as a Tableau professional. We need to create an account in Tableau Online. Then we need to log into it and we can share all our reports to anyone. So that sharing reports is also easy in Tableau, right? And next one is trends and predictive analysis. By using Tableau, we can create trends of data from year to year, okay? And we can predict the analysis about the future also. Like, by using this, we can analyze like last 5 years of data, last 10 years of data like that. If I am, suppose if I want to check my profits and all, I can see from last 5 years, what is my sales? From last 10 years, what is my sales? So that I can analyze whether I have the increase in profits or whether I am facing the, losses kind of thing, right? So along with that, the specialty of Tableau is that even we can predict the future. along with the last 5 years of data, what can I do? I can predict in the next 1 year or for next 2 years, what will be the, how much my sales will be like, whether it is increase or whether it is decrease, like that we can able to find, so that we can take any kind of measures accordingly, right? And the next is live and in-memory data. These are just now I said, right? There are two connections in Tableau, that is live and extract connection. This is the means of connecting data. As I said, we need to connect to the data to create the chats, right? So this is called as Tableau connection. And the next one is informative view and mobile. In Tableau, we have desktop view and mobile view also. Like, we can create Tableau by using our desktops, of course, but as well as we can also view that reports in our mobiles also. That is one more special feature of Tableau. This feature is not there in Power BI. In Tableau, we can compare to Tableau, Power BI is cheap. I can't say it is cheap. Power BI is cheap, Sunil. But yeah, for some reasons, as Tableau is providing, many level of securities, it is a little bit costly. But still, due to these features, many of the biggest MNCs are preferring to use Tableau than Power BI. If you talk about any startup companies, they will prefer obviously Power BI, because it's a kind of cheap only. But again, if they really wanted to keep their data more secure, they will use Tableau, because for any company to get the clients, the first requirement of the client will be, they will ask, I'm going to give my entire data to you, right? Will my data will be secure or not, right? So for that reasons, of course, Power BI is also having the security, its own security, but still Tableau is, when comparing to Tableau, Tableau is providing more security levels. Okay. Right. Let's go to the next slide. Here you can observe, let me talk about the salaries of Tableau experts. According to the Glassdoor, you may all have familiar, you may have already idea about Glassdoor, right? According to them, this is the average salary of Tableau experts. In US, it is like around $81,500 per year. And in India, it is like, 5 lakhs per annum, even for freshers. Okay. I can say it's a high paid job, and it is having many opportunities. Like in any part of the India or any part of the world, we have many vacancies. Even you can find the same in in Naukri. You can just type in as Tableau developer positions or data analyst positions, because in Naukri, after learning Tableau course, you can just apply for Tableau developer position and even for data analyst position as well. So if you check any of the role, we have many opportunities or many vacancies in every part of the world. Even in Hyderabad also, you can say minimum, minimum positions available every day. And I also suggest one thing, just after the class or whenever you get some time, you can just open your Google and just search as, top trending technologies in IT right now. I'm sure in the first three only, you will get data science. As we all know, data science is having, a huge market right now. And let me tell you, data visualization tool or Tableau comes under data science only, right? Next, let's see about the products of Tableau. So basically, Tableau have 6 products. One is Tableau Desktop, a Tableau Reader, Tableau Public, Tableau Server, Tableau Online, and Tableau Prep. Okay, Tableau Desktop. Towards the left side, you can see Tableau Desktop, right? This is mainly used by by us, like developers will use Tableau Desktop to create some reports. Now, in few minutes, I will show you how Tableau Desktop will work. Okay, we will generate reports by using this tool only. As a Tableau developer or data analyst, we use this to create some visualizations. Okay. Next, Tableau server. This Tableau server is used by mainly by the Tableau administrators. Okay. In Tableau, there will be like 2 types of roles. For Tableau, there will be Tableau like any other domain. Here also, there will be developers and there will be administrators, right? Tableau server, by using Tableau server, Tableau admin people can track the usage. That means Tableau server is generally, if by using that, we can change any settings, we can give any permissions, and even we can track the usage. That means if anyone is using Tableau desktop, all the details will be stored in Tableau server, like how much time we used, what they did, like if we changed any permissions, what the kind of data sources we accessed, all those data will be stored in the Tableau server. Okay. And again, Tableau server won't comes under Tableau developer position, but still at the end of my course, I will explain Tableau server as well. I will show you practically how it works, how we will create, how we can change the settings, how we can track the usage and everything, so that at least 30% of Tableau administration role, 30% of knowledge required to for the Tableau administration role will also be covered in our classes. That will be like an added advantage for you. Okay. Yes, Sunil, after this course, you can directly apply for Tableau job, not only as a fresher. If there are some persons, if they want to keep experience as 2 or 3 years, after, like if you want to show the experience like 3 years or 2 years, if you have any gap, you can be ready for applying for those positions as well. Because I'm going to explain you each and everything very practically, and that too with the real-time data only. I won't use any basic data. I will use real-time data, and we will create, and I will make you to create all the Tableau reports and Tableau dashboards, Tableau stories. We have many concepts. We will practice each and everything very practically, so that you can gain some hands-on experience and you will be like job ready thing. If you have 2 to 3 years of gap also, you can just go and apply for it without any without any worries. Okay, great. So that is about Tableau server. And next, Tableau online. This is like, a cloud-based product. As I said before, this is used for content sharing and content distribution purposes. That means, as I said, after creating a Tableau reports, if we want to share our Tableau reports to our clients or our managers, we use this Tableau online only. That will be an account. Basically, we need to, create our own accounts and we need to log in. And from that, we need to share everything. Okay, we can share everything. And there is one more product called as Tableau Reader. This one. So Tableau Reader is something like, it allows the users to read the saved files. Like you can imagine like a simple computer. If you have computer and if you save any file on the computer, you can open that, you can open the laptop and you can read that file easily, right? You don't, for some text files, if no need of to access some text files, no need of internet as well, and you don't need to take anyone's permission as well to access that files, right? So same goes with Tableau Reader also. If we save any Tableau files or Tableau reports on Tableau Reader, any user without even internet connection or even without taking any sort of permissions, anyone can access the files from the Tableau Reader. Okay. And next goes with Tableau Prep. This is a newly added Tableau product. It is kind of a ETL tool. I guess most of you are already familiar about ETL. Let me tell you, ETL in the sense extraction, transformation, and loading. That is, Tableau Prep is an ETL tool for Tableau. Okay, by using that, we can do some kind of, transformations or some kind of cleaning before connecting data to the Tableau. Sometimes, okay, Srinivas, if you don't have idea also, I'm just telling you, try to listen. Sometimes when we get the data from the companies, that data won't be, ready to analyze the things. So we need to clean the data. Like, there will be some kinds of duplicate data. There will be some kinds of null values. If we have duplicate data and null values, we will try to, if we start, analyzing the reports, or if we start creating the reports, before cleaning that, we will get some sort of changes, right? We will get some sort of, there will be huge difference in that. So before doing or before starting any reports, we need to first clean the data. We need to remove all the null values. We need to remove the duplicate values. And if we have any such Yes, it's same as EDA. Correct, Sanju. That's something like EDA. But here we will use this ETL tool. Okay, we will just extract it, we will transform it, and we will load the data into the Tableau. Okay, we will perform all those things by using Tableau Prep. That is a tool. And at the in our course, I will even cover Tableau Prep as well. I will make you install the Tableau Prep software in your laptops, and I will show how we will do all these things. How we will transform the data. How we will sometimes we need to combine the data, right? If there are two tables, we need to do some kind of unions. We need to perform some kind of things. Basically we will call it as data transformation. How we will do that, we will see everything practically when we are learning about Tableau Prep. Okay, and again, not only learning Tableau, how learning Tableau in the sense learning all the concepts of Tableau, how to create the reports, how to create the dashboards, stories and all. Apart from this, if you are familiar with, or if you have some knowledge on Tableau server and as well as Tableau Prep, this will be a completely added advantage for you. If you go to any interview, if interviewer able to understand, if interviewer know you have some knowledge on those two like Tableau server and Tableau Prep as well, they will prefer you besides other persons. Okay, Pradeep, yes, Tableau is sufficient. As I said, you need to know some basics of SQL as well, which we will cover in our course. We will take only 1 month to finish all the Tableau course. We will cover all the concepts very detailedly. If needed, we may extend our time also. Mostly it won't happens. We will finish it in 1 month, complete 1 month. If needed, we can extend 2 to 3 days or 4 to 5 days of time if needed, according to the student's performance. See, I won't complete the concepts, if I thought I should complete this much concepts in 1 week and I should go to the next concept in the other week. It is not like that. According to the students response, we will slowly get into the other topics. Just give me a second. Yes. So yeah, sorry. Yes, Sunil, I will explain all the topics. In our course, I will explain each and every topics very detailedly. Even we are providing uh, the index. You can even check the index. Whatever concepts are there in the index, we are going to cover all those topics in our course. Okay. And about fees, it is not a free course. We have fees for that, and the fees for the Tableau course is 10,000. Okay, for 1 month. And trust me, guys, it is very reasonable. You can see there are many institutions which are even costing so much of amounts. The fees here is 10,000. And no, we don't require any data warehouse concepts here, Santosh. Only database concepts. We will connect to databases only. But still, in our course, I will just tell you the what is the difference between database and data warehouse, and how basically data warehouse works and how basically database works. I will explain those things also. And yes, you will get backup videos, Vaibhav. We will, as I said, in this complete course, I will explain SQL Server. I will make you install SQL Server. Okay. And then I will make you install Tableau Desktop. Okay. And apart from that, I will also show you how to create Tableau online accounts and how we will do everything. We will access Tableau server also. And I will also make you to download Tableau prep tools also. So I can say almost 5 tools. We are going to use Tableau prep server. Yeah, completely 5 tools we will going to learn in this course. And the timing will be from 8 p.m. Abhishek. We are going to start a new batch on 11th of this month, like that is Thursday. It seems. So please wait, guys. Let me continue with the session. At the end, I will tell you all the details. Okay. One, this is a 1 month course. We are going to start a new batch on 11th of this month at 8 p.m. And the course fees is 10,000. Okay. So let's get into the topic now. So you understood how. So these are. So this is all about the Tableau products. Okay. Now let me open Tableau desktop and let's create Tableau reports. Okay. Let's see everything practically. Yes, Vaibhav. Okay, so see, this is the basic user interface of the Tableau. Once we open Tableau desktop, you can able to see like this. Okay, so in middle, these are all the Tableau reports which I have created recently. Whatever reports we will create recently, those all we can find in the middle section of this page. Okay, and towards the left side, you can see connect, right? So these are various types where we can connect the data to the Tableau. As I said, we need to connect the data to the Tableau, right? To start, to start or to create any reports. So we can connect the data from here. As you can see here, there is a Microsoft Excel text file, JSON file, PDF file, and there are many more, right? We can, if we have any files in our laptop, by clicking the more, we can choose that files from the laptop, and we can also connect to servers. If I click on more here, you can see these many servers are available in the Tableau. Basically, as we know, they every companies uses different databases, right? So we can connect to any database as per our requirements. Okay. And at the bottom left, you can see saved data sources, right? We have basically Tableau providing us two data sources. One is Superstore database and one is Vault Indicators database, which data will be connects there. We can connect to that data and we can perform or we can practice. It is just for practice purpose only. In learning process for students, if they wanted any real-time data, you can directly find here. Okay. And towards the right side, you know, under discover installation. Sanjeev, I'm not going to show you the installation now because this is just a workshop. In our course, I will show you the installation detailing. Okay, because if I keep on showing everything, it will take a lot of time. I really can't complete each and every topic in 1 or 2 hours, right? I'm just now in this class or in this workshop, I'm just showing you the overview of Tableau. Okay. So towards the right side, mostly you can ignore that. But if we have any updates from the Tableau, you can find here, right? If we have any updates, if they have any software updates, everything will be shown at the right side, but it is of no use for us. Okay, you can just ignore it. So now let's start or let's see how to create any Tableau report. First, I will use Excel file here. So to connect it, we need to select the files or we need to select the servers. I'm choosing Excel server here. I'm just clicking on it. It will allow me to select any Excel file from our laptop. As this is your first chat, I'm going to show you on basic data. Once we will create on basic data, and then I will show you on that Superstore data as well, like, real-time data as well. So I have one employee file. I'm just selecting that. See, after selecting, we will get into this page. Towards the left, you can see sheet 1 here, right? In my Excel file, I have only one sheet. I need to just simply drag that sheet 1 and drop here. Okay. Then you can find the data here automatically. See, in that sheet, I have, let me Give me a second, guys. See, this is the file which I have just connected to the Tableau right now. So in that file, I have 3 columns like employee name, employee number. Can you able to see this file? See, we have the data like this. I have 3 columns, employee name, employee number, and salary. And I have this data here, like I have about 38 rows, and I connected this file to the Tableau, okay? So after connecting, I can see the same data here, right? We have 3 rows, employee name, employee number, and salary. Here towards the right, you can find there are 37 rows, right? Here it will also show the count of rows for us, okay? And it will show the entire data. And the same thing you can observe here towards the left side as well. We will have the field names, and above the, column names, you will find something called as, some symbols like ABC hash, right? This indicates the data types of each and every column. Tableau is very smart. Once we just, select our data, it automatically define the data types. We no need to define manually the data types here. Tableau is smarter enough. It will detect the data types directly, automatically. Okay. ABC in the sense a string data type. Okay. Or character data type. Hash in the sense integer data type. Okay. That means for all the numbers, it will take hash, that is integer data type. And we have few more data types like date data type and geographical data type, which we will see for the another data later. Okay. Now, as you see, once I just dragged and dropped the sheet one, we got the data automatically. Now, to start creating reports, we need to go to sheet one level. This is data source level and this is sheet level. Okay. In data source level, you can also observe towards the top right corner, there is a connection kind of thing, right? As I said before, there should be some connection between the database or any data source and the Tableau, right? As I said before, we have 2 connections. One is live connection and the other one is extract connection, correct? Basically, most of the times we will use live connection only. And what is live connection? What is extract connection? What is the differences between them? In which times we will use which connection? We will learn everything in our Tableau connections class. Okay. For now, just remember we are using live connection, and so that we can connect the SQL database or any files or any data to the Tableau. Okay. So let's create some reports. I'm going to sheet one. I'm selecting sheet one here towards the left side. I think you can see here, right? At the bottom, we have sheet one. I'm just selecting that. Immediately after selecting, I will get into this page. And yeah, here you can observe below data, we can see sheet one employee 4, right? It will show to which kind of data we are connected. I connected to employee 4 Excel file, right? It is showing here. And below that, you can observe column names here, right? Towards the left side. Okay, towards the left side, you can see columns. As I said, as I shown you previously, we have employee name column, employee number column, and salary column, right? So all the column names we can observe towards the left side. But if you really observe, there is some sort of, division between these 2 columns, right? You can see a line in between. Basically, Tableau, it divides the, it divides into 2 sections. One is dimensions and other is measures. Okay. The first one is dimension and the second one is measure. So what is dimension and what is measure? Dimension in the sense, so first of all, measures in the sense, everything which relates to numbers. Okay. The data, the numerical data, all the numerical data comes under measures. Okay. You can see here in our data, employee number is numerical column, salary is numerical column, right? So all the numerical column values or all the numerical data type columns will come under measures, okay? And apart from numerical columns, all the columns will come under dimension. As I said, Tableau automatically divides the columns into two types. That is, first one is dimension, second one is measures. All the numerical columns comes under measure, and apart from the numerical columns, all the remaining columns comes under dimensions. I can also say one more thing here. Like we can define another way, like for those columns, we can do aggregations. Okay. Measures we can understand, for those columns, we can do aggregations. Aggregations in the sense calculations. If we can able to perform any type of calculations for the columns, like, if we want to create, if we want to find any percentages, if we want to find any profits, discounts, there may be many calculations, right? So for whatever columns we can perform calculations, that columns comes under measures. Basically, we will do calculations on only numerical data, right? So we can understand in two ways. All the numerical data belongs to measures, or all the data on which we can do calculations or belongs to measures. And remaining all data, remaining all columns comes under dimensions. Okay, am I clear? If you have any doubts, you can just stop me and ask me, guys. Okay, you can just type it in chat. I'm checking the chat parallelly. All right. Okay, let's continue. I guess everything is clear for you right now, till now, right? So besides that, we have some cells here called as pages cell, filters and marks, right? Filter cells we will use basically if we want to make any kind of filters to our data. Okay, we will see it going forward. If we want to filter our data, like, instead of displaying all the data, if I said I want to filter some sort of data, I will use this filter column. Okay, and in marks column, if we want to change the color to our data, if we want to change the size, if we want to change the text, we can use this marks shelf. Okay, basically we will call it as shelf, right? And at the top, you can see rows and columns here, right? This is the place we will just place our columns here to get that, graphs. Let's see it practically. And the main important thing here, towards the right side, you can see show me thing, right? These are all graphs which is available in the Tableau. These are all built-in graphs. Okay. For the first time, every graph will be disabled for us. Whenever we choose the columns, the graph, for that, based on that data, the related graphs will be enabled for us, so that it will, to some extent, it will make us understand easily that by selecting this data, I can create this kind of graphs. As we have many graphs, we will have confusion that for what kind of data, what is the graph we should select, right? To avoid that confusion, of course, there are some other ways also. We need to understand that. You can get that, you can understand that going forward. But for now, by selecting the column names, some graphs will be enabled. Okay, let's see that practically. Now, before that, this is the complete user interface of a Tableau desktop. All clear, guys? Do you have any doubts? Please feel free to ask. Okay, so here creating a graphs is very easy in Tableau, just a simple drag and drop. Okay, now I am just dragging employee name. Here you can see there is employee name and salary, right? Mark section, as I said, if we want to change the color to the data, or if we want to change the size or text to the data, we will use mark self. Okay, I will show you now practically. So to create the graphs, we need to drag and drop these column names here. Okay, so I'm dragging and dropping employee name to the row self. Just you can observe here, I just selected employee name. I'm dragging and dropping it in row self. Immediately after, I placed the employee name in row self, you can see the first graph is enabled for me. This graph is called as text table. And for this data, we can use only this graph. Okay. Now I'm selecting salary, I'm dragging the salary column and dropping it in columns. Once I do that, we got some more graphs here, right? So for these two columns, for this data, we can use all these graphs which were enabled for us, okay? So simply, this is very simple. Let me again show you. I'm just removing it for now. I just said we need to drag and drop. I just dragged the employee name to the row self and salary to the column self. Here you can get doubt that how to know whether to drag the employee name to rows or columns, right? We may get some doubts whether to keep the particular column in either rows or columns. However, we'll get to know in the sense, if you have any such doubts, instead of dragging and dropping, you can just double click on the column name. Now I'm just double clicking on the employee name. It went directly to the rows, right? If I really don't know whether to keep my column name in row or column, if I just double clicked on the column name, Tableau is very smarter enough. It will directly, take the data into the particular row or column accordingly, right? Now I'm double clicking on the salary. Okay, it will went into the columns by default. But here, for as I said, we can do some, aggregations to the measures, right? You can see here sum of salary kind of thing. Okay. Now we got this many graphs. Okay, we can select the graphs from here as well. I'm selecting the bar graph. See here, this is a horizontal bar graph. At the bottom, when I'm just keeping the cursor on the graphs, at the bottom it is showing, here you can observe, at the bottom it is showing the graph name, right? That is a horizontal bar graph, and it is also displaying like one measure is required to create a bar graph. Okay. So let's see this. Now I selected a bar graph. Okay. After selecting this, if we can even change the color of this graph to, make it more presentable. To change the color, what I can do, I can just drag the employee name color and drop it in this color. You can see here, right? There is color option in Mark Self. I can just drag employee name and drop it in color. The color will be changed. For each and every employee, different color we will get. Okay. And if we want to sort the data, either in ascending or descending, at the top, we will find okay, at the top, you will find the options. You can see here, right? This is ascending order. If we click on this, the data will be stored in ascending way, sorted in ascending way. This is like, as it, this now the data is displayed in ascending order, right? Smallest to the biggest. And if we want in descending order, we can also find it in the at the top. If I click here, it will sort it in descending order, right? You can see those symbols at the top, like ascending and descending here in the menu bar. Okay. And even apart with this, we can also change the rows into the columns and columns into rows. Okay. Now you can see this is x-axis, right? We have salary here and we have, employee names in the y-axis, right? If I want in the reverse way, I can interchange that by using this symbol, swap rows and columns. By clicking that, my data is interchanged. Here names came to x-axis, salary went to y-axis, right? Correct. We can even swap the rows into column and column into rows. Got it? And beside that, yes, Sunil, it's really very good. We can visualize it very easily. And trust me, Tableau is a very easy subject. We can learn it very easily. Right? Do you feel any sort of difficulty in this? There is no need of. And the most important thing is Tableau is a non-coding, no need of any coding to do the Tableau. No coding part will be there in Tableau. Everything we will do with a single, double clicks or just by using dragging and dropping option only, we will use everything in Tableau. Okay. But as I said, we need to know some basics of SQL where we need to write some queries. You can also think it as a little bit of coding part, but for SQL only, not in Tableau. Okay. So this is the graph we created. Let me just arrange it in ascending to descending order. And if I want to display the salary beside the bar, there is an option called as T here, show mark labels. If I click there, see, the data is displaying beside the bars, right? If I just put my cursor on the bars also, it will display the name and salary. Besides that, if I don't keep the cursor also, if I want to display the salary beside the bars, we can select that. If I click again, it will disable. If I click once again, it will show all the salaries beside the graphs. Okay. So this is how we will create a basic graph. Okay. And there are a few more graphs here. We can just, select the graphs. As I said, once we selected once we choose the columns, whatever graphs we can create based on that data will be enabled for us. And in that graphs, we can choose the graphs on our wish. Okay. Most of the times, 99% we will create graphs on our wish only, like, in which sort of, by using which graph the data is, we can analyze the data in easier way, or in which graph the data is looking very in a presentable manner, we will choose that graphs. In some cases, in like, only in 1% or 2%, clients specifically tell us to create some graphs. They will tell us, I want only bar graph, I want only packed bubbles. In that cases, we will, create accordingly to the client's request. Got it? Now, with the same data, we have a few more graphs also. Let me select one more graph here. Simply, if I'm clicking the graph, see, towards on the, we have show me option here, right? In show me, we can select the graphs. I selected the last graph called as packed bubbles. Okay. Once I selected that, our graph is changed completely. Again, the same here. Let me drag and drop ename to the color. We will get color to each and every, each and every employee name. Here, the biggest circle is the highest salary and the lowest circle will be the lowest salary, right? Got it? See, there is one more graph called as tree maps. Yes, we can display Sunil. Let me show you. Employee number to the color. Okay. And if I click T here, the names we can able to see the employee names only, not the salary. But if you want, we can, here instead of show me, here you can see the employee names, right? Here you can change it accordingly. Okay. And once we hover on it, we can see the salary. See, I'm just keeping it on Vidya. The employee name is Vidya and salary is 35,000, right? We can find like that. That's the reason the most, preferable graph is bar graph, because we can directly see the salary besides it only, right? When comparing to the packet bubbles here, we cannot see the salary altogether. If we just keep it here only, it will display that. So comparingly, bar graph is more preferable one, right? So now let me show you another graph. This is called as tree maps. Here, every employee will be in the form of rectangles, or okay. The highest box is the highest salary. The lowest box is the lowest salary. Okay. If we really want to display, we can just do that by dragging and dropping salary to this label part. Okay. If we, before doing that, 1 second. Let me remove this. If I click in this C option, it is just showing me the name, right? If I really wanted to display the salary here, I can just drag and drop salary to the label T part. It will show me the salary as well. Same goes with here also. I'm just dragging and dropping color employee name to the color part, and I'm dropping salary to the label part. It will show me the salary. Okay. But again, bar graph will be very, we can understand everything clearly by graph, because we can even ascending and descending order also we can use, right? So in that way. So these are all the different graphs. Simply, it is really easy, guys. This is just a matter of, few clicks only. We can just select the graphs very easily, right? And there is one more thing called as presentation mode. We can also click as functional key F7 from our keyboard, or else in the menu bar we have this option. If we click that, we will get the graph in the presentation mode. While if we want to give any presentations or PPTs, we can just select this mode. Okay. Any doubts, guys? All clear, right? So these are all the available graphs in the Tableau. That is, these are all the built-in graphs available in Tableau. Okay. Those we have some more graphs or charts called as. We have a donut chart. Let me write better. So we have, as we see towards the right side, these are all inbuilt graphs, right? Besides that, we have, some more graphs called as donut charts. Okay. Waterfall charts. Funnel charts. These, and we have very few charts like this. These are won't available for us directly here. We need to create these charts manually. Okay. In our classes, we will learn each of these charts practically. But for now, let me create waterfall charts for you, so that you can understand how we will create it without selecting. Okay. Yeah, ribbon chart. We have all those charts, which we need to, we need to do everything manually. Okay, let me create a fun, waterfall chart for you. And to create that chart, let me select Superstore data for you. That will be a sort of real-time data. Let me open a new workbook to avoid confusion. Right? I'm selecting Excel file here. And I have Superstore data. Yeah, I have sample Superstore data here. I'm just clicking on it. Right. I selected Superstore data here, and we have three sheets there: orders, people, and returns. Okay. Now, let me show you only orders thing. I'm just dragging and dropping orders here. Okay. We got the data. You can see many data types here, right? We have 100 rows here, 100 rows of data. And we have many columns like row ID, order date, ship mode, customer ID, and so on. We have many columns, right? In real time, basically, we have this much of data. We have many columns. And as you see, row ID is integer data type. We have hash here. And for the date data type, or, for character data type or string data type, we have ABC. For date data type, we have calendar symbol here, right? At the top, you can see calendar symbol for the date data type. And we have geographical map symbol as well. See, we have globe symbol or map symbol for geographical data, correct? So basically, we have these four kinds of data types in Tableau. All right. According to the database, Sunil, there is, we can load any, as much as data we want. There is no restriction here. But the thing is, it may take 1 or 2 seconds more to load the data. That's it. But we can, there is no limit for the loading the data. Okay. So let me create the reports for you. Here I'm clicking sheet 1. This is our data. See, working with real-time data will be like this. We have these many columns here, right? As I said, here the columns are divided into 2 parts. First is dimension and the second is sales, right? All the numerical data or all the columns which we can create some kind of calculations will comes under measures. And apart from the numerical data, remaining all columns comes under dimensions, right? So let me create waterfall chart for you, okay? So as the name suggests, the shape of the chart will be in the waterfall. Like how the waterfall generally will be either like this, if it is falling, right? Or like this, right? It will be, the fall will be like this, right? Water, it is falling from the upwards to the downwards like that. The data, the report which we will create will also follow the same shape, okay? Like by using waterfall, we can analyze, how does the sales of my company grows from one place to another. Not only the sales, if you want to see the profit, which is a negative profit or positive profit also, how it goes in the form of waterfall, like, whether it is decreasing or whether it is increasing, how it is actually going, we can see in that. So basically, to create a waterfall chart, we need to take the help of a Gantt chart, where there will be some one graph called as Gantt. I will show you for that. I'll show you that. But before that, let me create one basic bar chart first. Okay. I'm just selecting. We have subcategory here. I'm just selecting subcategory into the row cell. Okay. And I'm selecting sales to the column cell. Okay. By this, I got bar chart, right? Correct? Let me sort the data in descending order. I'm just selecting the descending order here. I got the descending order data now, the data in the descending order. Now, what I will do to get the waterfall chart, I need first bar chart, and then I need to change the chart type. Okay. We can change the chart type in marks itself. You can see automatic here, right? We have a drop down here. I'm just clicking on it. We have few charts here. If we want to change the type of this chart, we can select from here. We have one chart called as Gantt bar. I'm selecting that one. See, when immediately after selecting a Gantt bar, my chart became like this, right? Now I should increase this the size of this bar, and I should even change the color to understand more clearly, correct? So let me change the color and the size first. So to do that, let me drag and drop the sales to the size. We have size here, right? In Markself, you can see we have color and size, right? So to increase the size, I'm just dragging and dropping sales to the size. Immediately you can see the size is increased, correct? And I'm even dragging and dropping sales to the color. You can see the color is also changed, right? We got it gradient, and we have filter here showing lighter color indicates the lowest sales and the darker color indicates the highest sales, right? Like this. Clear? It's in gradient, like from light blue to dark blue, correct? So this is waterfall chart. This is in the form of waterfall, right? If you have a few more rows, the fall will be like this, right? From the downwards to the, from the upwards to the downwards. So this is how we will create waterfall chart. As I said, to create waterfall chart, first we need to create bar graph. Then we need to change the bar graph type to the giant bar, and then we need to change the size and the color to get the waterfall. Okay, let me show you the same example with profits as well. Here you can see we are on the sheet 1 page, right? Besides that, we have sheet 2. To open a new worksheet, we can click on this. This is sheet 2. Okay, now let me create the same by using profits. Okay, so again, I'm just selecting subcategory into the row cell and profit into the column cell. By doing that, we will, we got one bar graph, correct? Immediately, what I will do here, let me swap the fields here. I'm just swapping like this. Okay, that is, I'm changing the, columns to the rows and rows to the columns. And then I will change the chart type. Okay. Before that, let me change the data into ascending order. Better. Previously, we did in descending order, right? Let me now do it in the ascending order, like this, small to the biggest, right? And let me change the chart type. To do that, in the mark self again, I'm just selecting the gained bar here. Immediately, our bar graph, change it to gained chart. Okay. Then I need to change the size and I need to give some color to, clear representation, correct? So to do that, I'm just dragging and dropping profit to the size part. The size got changed. Now again, I'm dragging and dropping profit to the color part. The color got changed. And we see the color or, profit kind of gradient filter here towards the right side. See, this is like, this is a kind of loss here. We got loss for tables. And this is how the waterfall looks like. Highest to the lowest, right? For the, negative values or for the loss values, we will get the data in orange color. And as we are getting profits, the color will be changed to blue, light blue to the dark blue. And the darkest blue, bar will represent the highest profit. Okay, this is how we will create a waterfall chart. This is called as waterfall chart. As you see, the shape will be like this, right? Like that. So this is a thing. By seeing this easily, we can analyze the things, right? On which products we are getting the highest salary and for which products we are getting the lowest salary, so that our client can decide what measures should they do, what measures should they add to increase the profits on these items as well, correct? So this is how we will create charts. Any doubts, guys? Box plot. Yeah, Sanju, due to the lack of time, I'm unable to create box plot now, but I will show you that in our course. Okay, no worries. We learn each and every graph very practically. Okay, and one more thing. Creating chart is actually easy in Tableau, but to understand what type of charts are used for, what type of data is the most important thing here. Okay. Once we see the data, we need to understand what type of graphs will be suitable for the data. And by creating what type of graphs we can analyze the data very effectively is the main concept or main point here. That will be the main point for any data analyst or any Tableau developer. So that kind of understanding you can get to know in our course while I'm explaining you each and every graph. Okay. And let me tell you once again, the complete Tableau course, which will be done very practically. Okay. I will create each and every graphs practically, and I'll make you to practice each and every graphs. And in real time, basically, we won't work. I mean, mainly we will work on the dashboards, not the charts. Okay. The dashboard, Tableau dashboard, or any dashboard is nothing but the collection of Tableau charts or Tableau sheets. Okay. For now, we have two sheets here. If we want to display all the sheets together in the single view, that is a dashboard. Here towards the left side, you can see sheets option, right? Besides sheet, we have two options. This is one icon and this is second icon, right? Basically, let me remove once. We have first option is sheet, okay, and the second option we have that is dashboard, and the third option is story. So we can create Tableau sheets, Tableau dashboards, and Tableau stories. In real time, we will mainly deal with Tableau dashboards and Tableau stories only. That means, of course, we will create Tableau sheets only. That, as I said, the collection of all the Tableau sheets. That means instead of, we will see one sheet here, we will see one sheet here. If I created another graph, we will sheet one sheet here, right? Instead of that, if I want to see all the sheets all together in a single view or in single page, we will create Tableau dashboard. See, time won't permit me to create a Tableau dashboard, but yes, we can link that in Tableau dashboard. That's what I'm telling, Sunil. Let me show you the already available dashboard, which I have already created. Okay, I'm just opening a new workbook here. To open the new workbook, you can just click on File here and click on New. Okay, then we will new workbook will be open for us. This is the third workbook. So here I have a dashboard. I'm just selecting that. This is one dashboard. See, you can see there are 4 chats here, right? First one is this is one sheet or one chat. Okay, this is called as area chat, right? Next, this is one chat. Okay, this is called as side by side chat. And next, I have one map here. I have 3 different. Let me just drag and drop this. And the fourth graph is this one, category wise yearly profits. Okay, right? This is a dual combination chat. We have 4 chats individually. Yeah, we have map chat. So we have 4 charts individually, 4 sheets or 4 graphs. If I want to, see, or if I want to analyze all these 4 charts together, we have dashboard. We need to create a dashboard. In this, you can see all the 4 charts together, right? We can arrange all such 4 to 6 will be enough. If we create all the 10 charts in one dashboard, it will be like a confusion for us, right? We can't analyze it clearly, right? For if we want to analyze 10 or 15 graphs together, we will use Tableau story. At the third option is Tableau story. It's right. We will discuss about it detail in our course. For now, try to understand about Tableau dashboard. This is a collection of all the Tableau sheets where we can see all the graphs all together in a single page. Even we can link all the graphs with each other. See, you can see the filter card here, right? What is filter card? How we will get this? We will see everything detail in our course. So for now, the 4 we have few things here like furniture, office sales, technology, right? Instead of that, let me select only few things. I just selected furniture and I just selected office supplies. Whenever I'm selecting the data here, the graphs are changing, right? With one click, we can see the changes in every graph, correct? If I selected all, we got all the data in every graph. If I deselected technology, it got changed and it is affecting each and every graph, right? So it is interactive. We can interact with the graphs all together very easily by using Tableau dashboards. Basically, for any client, we will create Tableau dashboards only. Okay. So, of course, to create the Tableau dashboard, first we need to create Tableau sheet only, then only we can create Tableau dashboard, right? So we will see each and every concepts very clearly in our course. And let me again repeat for you. Again, I'm pasting the, WhatsApp group link in the, sorry, let me do it for everyone. Once again, I'm pasting the WhatsApp group link in the chat box. You can just click on that link and you can join in the WhatsApp group for further updates on Tableau. And as I said already, DAX function, no, not in Tableau, Sunil. We'll have DAX functions in Power BI only. But here, whatever functions we use or whatever calculations we will do, we will do in Tableau on a concept called as calculated fields. We have calculated fields. We can create, Here you can see we have an option called as calculated field. Once we select that, we can write all our formulas here. We will see each and every concepts here practically. Okay. We can, instead of DAX functions, we can create all the calculations in the calculated fields here. And we have few more concepts, like many concepts actually. We have calculated fields, we have parameters, we have hierarchies. Many concepts are there in parameters. If we want, for example, so now I created the complete graph, right? Instead of that, if my client says, I want to see, only the top 10 sales and the bottom 10 sales, of my sales, for the complete sales, he want to, sorry, he want to see only the top 10 sales and the bottom 10 sales. What we will do, we will create a parameter, we will give the value, and we will create a set for that, and then we can visualize the top 10 and bottom 10 values. Okay. And in that will be very dynamic. Going forward, once we gave the dashboard to the client also, the sales won't be in constant mode, right? After 1 week, maybe one product will get more sales and one product will get low sales, right? As the sales is changing, the dashboard will change automatically. So we will see how we will create that, that parameters of that sets dynamically. How we will create that graph dynamically, we will see in sets concept. We have many concepts like that. We'll see each and everything very practically. And Tableau is a front end of data analyst. Not like that. Actually, data analyst role will be something like we need to analyze the data, right? So for analysis of the data, what we will do? Generally, our clients, they most of our clients, about 90% or 99%, they won't have any knowledge on coding, right? They want to see the data or the profits or the sales in just, they don't bother about what are all formulas or what all are coding we use to get that graphs. They just need the graphs, right? For creating such graphs, we will use Tableau. And to become the data analyst, we will use SQL and Tableau all together. Difference between Tableau and Power BI. Snowflake, no, Pradeep, we don't cover Snowflake in this course. And of course, Snowflake is not that necessary for a data analyst role. Okay. And difference between Tableau and Power BI. Yeah, I cannot, I don't want to mention any particular differences between them. But as I said, those two are, different tools which we can use to analyze the data. So if you ask me to tell me the differences between an Android phone and Apple phone, can I really make much difference between those two? The only main difference will be the user interface only, right? Both will do the same things. The user interface is only difference. But both of them will have their own, cons and pros like that in the part of features or security levels like that. So this is about the overview of the Tableau. I think you all are, if you have any doubts, you can just ask me. But I guess everything is clear for you for now. And remaining all concepts we will cover in our Tableau course. As I said, we are going to start a new batch from 11th, that is Thursday at 8 p.m. You can just contact our team, and of course, once you joined our WhatsApp group also, you can find the link. You can just enroll yourself in the Tableau course. And yes, if you have any questions, you can ask me. And I already see some questions here. Let me answer them. So what are the tools to become for data analyst? Right. To become a complete data analyst, as I said, SQL is must, and then learning any visualization tool. It may be Tableau or it may be Power BI. It's your wish. You can learn any visualization tool. But as I said, most of the MNC companies will use Tableau only, because Tableau is, they are using from many years. It is an old tool. Again, it is very, it's having its own important features in security levels. And if you know a little bit of Python, that will be like an added advantage for you. But I don't say Python is, you should learn Python to become a data analyst. Okay, SQL and Tableau is enough to become a data analyst. And if you have gap of about for 4 years, if you really have if you are a fresher, then just basics of SQL and Tableau is more than enough. If you have gap till 4 years, also SQL and Tableau is enough, 4 to 6 years. After getting into the job, eventually, according to the projects, you can learn Python, or your according to your companies. If you are into the MNC, they will only train for any company. They will only train you on Python. That too only basics of Python. I mean, some, like we need to know some Python libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. But again, most of the projects won't include Python. There will be many projects, like 60% of the projects. We will use only SQL and Tableau. There will be particularly some projects we will include Python as well. According to our client, we need that requirements. Tableau is paid service only. It's not free actually. For installing also, if you are a student, if you have student ID, you can get free for 1 year. If you are not a student, I will tell you how to download it for free. Yes, we will learn basics of SQL in our course, which will be necessary to learn for learning Tableau. And am I missing any questions? Can I get job only with Tableau? Yes, Jyotsna, only with Tableau you will get a good job in a good MNC with a good high package also. As I said, I'm going to explain the basics of SQL in Tableau. That will be enough for you. If you listen to only my course, that will be enough for you to get into the Tableau developer position. Sudha, as you can also find the same video in YouTube channel also in Ashok IT. Just open your YouTube and just type in as Ashok IT, and you can find, because it is going live as well. After the class, you can just see the first 10 minutes. Okay. SQL basics or intermediate, in the sense up to joins we need to know. I will explain the basics of SQL, like how to create, how to insert, how to update, and if needed, I will explain some functions, and I will explain joins in SQL as well. Yes, 14 days is a free trial, but again, after 14 days, what to do, how we can get 1 year, I will tell you in our course. Basically, to get, instead of taking 14 days of trial, if we are able to get any student ID from any of our juniors, we can use them for a student ID and we can download it for free for 1 year. That will be the best part. Software testing, that is completely different, Hemant. But again, as I said, there are many job opportunities for Tableau nowadays, and for going for the next 10 years, the Tableau and data analytics part or data science part will be have the same demand. You can learn more easily, and you can learn very easily the Tableau, and you can just get into this field. We can download Tableau desktop for 1 year. That's what I'm telling. If we use any student ID, we can download Tableau desktop for free, and the same student ID for 2 people, Sunil. With same student ID, 2 people can use the Tableau desktop. I think that's it for today's session. Yes, joins are important, Jyotsna, but the basic understand of join. We are not going to, write any what we call any syntaxes to create the joins here. Again, as I said, Tableau is very smarter enough. It will automatically creates joins for the tables. We don't need to write each and every syntax for creating joins in Tableau. Just with few clicks only, joins will be created in Tableau. But we need to know the difference between what is inner join, what is left join, what is right join. We need to know the basic difference to understand to what kind of data we need to apply, what kind of join. That for that reason, we need to understand the joins, but we are not going to write any syntaxes for that. Tableau is very smart. It will automatically do everything. it's on its own. If time is, if the problem for you is only timing, you can wait for another batch also. We will announce another batch in the morning session. You can actually be in touch with our team. They will tell you various timings of our batches, Abhishek. Okay. Details and fees, as I said, the Tableau course is for 1 month. We are going to start on 11th of, 11th of this month, that is from coming Thursday at 8 p.m. Okay. And the course fees is 10,000. As I said, I will explain the basics of SQL by using SQL Server and Tableau. In that Tableau, apart from the Tableau developer concepts, I will also explain uh, 30 to 40% of Tableau administration role concepts also, like Tableau server. And along with that, I will also explain ETL tool called as Tableau Prep. 8 p.m. IST. Yes, 8 to 9, 1 hour. If you No, Sunil, we don't have workshop tomorrow. Directly, we are going to start a course on Thursday. If you have any problem with the timings, you can just contact our Ashok IT team. They will suggest you, or they will tell you any alternative timings as well. Okay. Backup videos also available. We will give each and every Tableau dashboard. I will give you whatever we created in the class. I will give you all the Tableau dashboards. I will give you the each notes for each and every concept, and even I can give you the each and every screenshot for you, so that even after the class or even after 1 month, if you want to revise, you can see the videos, as well as you can you can watch the screenshots, and we can understand how effectively we created the tableaus. You will get the backup videos as well. Can we have course content? Yes. Please join in that WhatsApp group. You will find course content there. The career, Pavani, that is only the most important thing. We Tableau developers have huge demand in the market right now. Okay, whether after learning this course, you can even apply for Tableau developer and data analyst. We have huge demand in every part of the world. You can see in any state, any place, any city, any country, we have huge demand. And of course, if you have your cousins or friends, you can just talk with them. Once immediately after completing the BTech, everyone is going to US or Canada and having MS in this data analytics only. Most of the people, mostly 80% of the people, are doing their masters in data analytics only. But again, that is not of really, necessary to do a master's in it. If we learn Tableau in a proper way, in a practical way, that will be more than enough for us to get started our career into Tableau. And most of the MNCs are offering almost, like 8 lakhs, 7 lakhs, 6 lakhs. From 6 lakhs, they are offering. And again, depending upon the companies, the package will be for 3 years. For 3 years, easily you can expect up to 8 lakhs to 10 lakhs, depending upon the companies, MNCs or startups. Even many of the startups are providing at least 8.5 lakhs for 3 years. Yes, who is this? Iskant. As you said, this course will be very helpful for you. As I said, for every non-IT graduates, you may be from irrespective of your backgrounds, because in each and every industry, if you are a BTech student with civil background, you after completing this course, you can try and apply for construction companies. Each and every company needs a Tableau analyst position. If you are from pharmacy, you can just apply for recently for, we have Dr. You know, we have Reddy's lab, right? In Bachpally. For every 2 months, they will announce at least 4 to 8 positions for Tableau developers. For at least 2 to 3 months, they will have openings. If you are from pharmacy background, you can just try that. If you are not from pharmacy, also you can apply for that positions. We have many openings even in Hyderabad and even every part of the world. No problem. So with non-IT experience also, you can choose your own demand. For that, as you have the domain knowledge, you will be preferable candidates for that companies. As I said, you can be from any branch, you can be from any background. After completing this course, you can try in your particular background as a data analyst. It will be really helpful for you, and there will be some common domains like e-commerce, like Amazon, Flipkart, Swiggy. These things, each and every one of us will have a basic knowledge how the Amazon works, how Swiggy works, right? You can choose those fields also to be on the to understand the domain knowledge easily, right? So that's it, guys. I think let's end the session now. And please contact our team and get registered or enroll yourselves in the Tableau course. Let's meet on Thursday. Okay. Yes, at the end of the class, I will guide you on resume preparation as well. And I will, if you really want any projects, I won't explain you the projects, but I will give you the projects in your resume. You can just keep it. If you want, I just give you the overview of the project so that I can how you can explain that project and all in your interviews. And apart from that, we can also have I will also guide with interview questions, basic and important interview questions for Tableau, even for freshers and experienced persons as well. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good day. Let's meet on Thursday. Great. All clear, right? I'm going to end the session now. Please join in the WhatsApp group and you will get all the details. Okay. Thank you, Preeti. Thank you, Sunil. Bye. Thank you, Sunil. Thank you so much.